And I'll just get Dave to come in with a closer shot there. Hola Spain lovers, hola food lovers, Stuart here with another food review video. I'm in my local neighborhood here in the outskirts of Madrid at a restaurant called Bambaleo. I'm going to try their special menu del dia today with my son, who's going to try the normal menu del dia, and we'll see if the food in this restaurant is any good and up to scratch. So without further ado, let's go inside, sit down and start the meal. Vamos! So looking around this restaurant, the decoration seems fairly modern. Nice tablecloths on the tables. The rest of the furniture looks to be okay as well. It's a big place, I'll tell you that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, around 12 tables here. There's an outdoor seating space as well. And there's also upstairs seating for another 50 or 60 people, I imagine. But the menú del día, which is what we're having today, you have to have in this area of the restaurant here and also outside, but because it is so hot, around 36, 37 degrees Celsius today, we're not going to be sitting outside. We need the air-conditioned comfort. We'll have a look at what's on offer today as far as the choices are concerned. We've got a mixed salad, we've got salmorejo, which is like a cold soup dish, we've got rice, like a wok rice dish, we've also got pisto manchego, ratatouille, if you like, that comes with an egg. The second courses, we've got fish, we've got a meat dish, we've got a piece of pork, and we've also got an omelette. And then the special menu, which is what I have gone for, I've ordered as a second course the entrecote a la brasa. My son, I forgot to mention, has ordered the estofado, and also the rice. I've gone for the salmorejo as a first course. Washing it down today with a cold beer. Let's try this. Very, very tasty. And the first courses have arrived. Muchas gracias. This is the salmorejo cordobés from the south of Spain, the province of Córdoba, I believe the region of Córdoba down there in the south of the country in Andalusia. And given the extreme temperatures that they have in that part of the world, they invent dishes like this one here. Come in and get a closer look of that. There we go, you can see that there on the dish now. And basically what I'm eating today is a tomato-based dish. It's been thickened up with bread, typical Spanish bread, of course. You've got olive oil in there as well. And as a garnish on top, you've got boiled egg and Spanish ham. And it looks very, very appetizing. And I'm really looking forward to this dish. Let's dig in and see if it's as good as my partner's family make, because they originate from Córdoba. Let's see. So the first thing I'm going to say is that it's not very thick. As I just mentioned, my partner's family comes from Córdoba, from a place called Puente Genil, and they make this all the time, and it's normally thicker. More bread would be in the salmorejo that they make, but this one more like a gazpacho. But I think it said salmorejo on the menu. Did it not say salmorejo on the menu, Dave? So I get the confirmation from my son that in fact it is salmorejo, even though this could pass as gazpacho. Now this is a dish that has humble roots here in Spain, peasant roots if you like, originating from the south of the country. Nowadays it's done with tomatoes. Of course, when tomatoes were introduced into Spain back in the 16th century, I believe, coming from South America, they changed the dish. But it existed before that apparently, or at least that's what my research tells me, that this dish was around before that time. But of course, tomatoes added to it back in the day when the Spanish brought those tomatoes back with them from their conquests. And it's nice, I'm not going to lie. You can taste the ingredients in there. The tomatoes obviously coming through, the oil coming through as well. There's a distinct taste of oil, but it's the thickness, the only thing that is bothering me about this dish. But apart from that, it's nice. Now my son has gone for the wok, not a very traditional Spanish dish, I don't think, the wok fried rice. We'll see what his opinion of it is. Dave, any good?
Yeah, very good.
So he seems happy with this choice. Okay, so my first course done and dusted. Time to wait for my piece of steak. Can't wait for that. Now, just while I'm waiting for the second course to come out, I'm going to talk about a comment that was put on the channel last week after a video that I published, another restaurant review, and one here from a guy called Mickey, and he says, "Nice video, Stuart. Please stop saying menu. Menu in Spanish is only one syllable, otherwise nice." So I reply to this guy, "Hi, in Spanish it's menú," because there's like an accent over the U, so you stress that letter, menú. Menú del día. And he writes back saying, "Sorry, but I have lived and worked all over Spain for 50 years and no one I have ever met says menú." And he goes on about how you don't stress the final letter. Then another comment comes on the channel from a woman who says she's Spanish. "Soy española, I'm Spanish. Se dice, we say menú." So every now and again you get comments on the channel from people who apparently have lived in Spain for over 50 years and don't know how to speak Spanish or pronounce the word menú. So this is the type of crap that I have to deal with in the comment sections from trolls like Mickey. Now my second course has arrived, and the first thing I'm going to say is that the size of the plate is enormous. Check this out, and I'll just get Dave to come in with a closer shot there so you can see what's going on. Now the secret's going to be as to how well the steak is cooked. I asked for it rare, and I reckon it's just about on point. Check out the quality of that meat there. And when you're ordering meat in Spain, whether it's an entrecôte or ribeye steak like this one here, important to know how to have your steak cooked, the different variations. For example, in English we've got rare, we've got medium rare, we've got medium, medium well, and of course well done. But with this steak I asked for it between rare and medium rare, if that makes sense, and you can see what we've got. What I will say is there is an enormous amount of chips on the plate. The majority of the plate is chips, and we've also got these pimientos de padrón, these little green peppers, which sometimes apparently are a little bit spicy, sometimes they are not. Let's see. Not spicy at all. So the big test, let's try this meat. Let's see if it is perfectly cooked or not, and if it's tender. The most important thing is going to be the tenderness of this steak. Let's see. So it's tender, it's well seasoned, decent piece of steak. Let's try the chips, let's see what the quality is like. Nothing outstanding, packet chips I reckon, but for the price, should you be expecting hand-cut chips? Don't know, that's the question. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Packet chips or hand-cut fresh chips? That's the question. My son has gone for the estofado de carne, which is like a meat stew, also with plenty of chips on top. Any good? Yes. Alright, now I'm going to try my son's meal. Let's see the quality of this meat, a slow-cooked meat dish, carne estofado. Let's see how tender the beef is. That's not bad. We've got some mushrooms in here as well. The beef has been cooked for a long time in red wine and olive oil, I imagine. And this is a fairly decent dish. Alright, well that's me finished. As you can see, I've knocked off most of the steak, left a few chips, and all of these little peppers have gone down. Now, I'm not going to say that these were the highlight of the meal because the steak was pretty good. I'll give my final thoughts at the end of the video, of course, but I reckon that was a fairly decent piece of meat. Now, all I have to do is wait for my favourite part of the meal, usually dessert. Okay, my favourite part of the meal has arrived. I've gone for the house special chocolate cake, as we can see here. Don't know if it has been made on the premises or not, but it looks nice. Let's try it. That is the perfect way to end the meal today. It's fresh, it's moist, it's just the right sweetness. Perfect. Dave has gone for the custard. What's your opinion, Dave? Very good. Now I'm going to leave the cake there. I've had enough. I am full. Time to ask for the bill, pay for the bill, and give my final thoughts on the restaurant experience today. Stay tuned. Okay, so the meal is done and dusted. The bill has been paid. My meal today was €19.90. My son's meal was €14.90, a €5 difference between the two. My final thoughts on what I had today, starting with the salmorejo. It wasn't bad. It wasn't the best salmorejo that I have had in my lifetime here, because, as I have mentioned on various occasions during the video, having family members from that part of Spain, we eat that a lot. Normally it's a little bit thicker. The taste was good, but I'm going to give it a 3.8 out of 5. The second thing that I had today, the piece of meat, the ribeye steak, was cooked to my liking. No complaints about that. It was well seasoned. So I'm going to give that a 4 out of 5 or an 8 out of 10. Not the best steak I've ever eaten, not the worst steak I have ever eaten. And of course, the dessert, my favorite part of the meal today, 4.2 out of 5 for that chocolate cake. My son enjoyed his meal. He said that the wok was tasty. He said that the beef dish that he had second up was also very tasty, and the dessert that he ate, he liked it as well. So a solid 4 across the board for his meal. €14.90, and as I said here, €19.90. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. If you have anything to add to the conversation today, I would love to hear it. What do you think of the meal? Was it a good value for money meal? €20 for what I ate? Let me know in the comment section below. And for my son's meal, €14.90. What do you think? Good value or not? In the comment section below. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. I'll see you in the next one. Hasta luego and buen provecho from the outskirts of Madrid.